I'm here with Mr. Tom Brady, who has a four-season sunroom. Mr. Brady, how long would you say you had this sunroom?
We've had it a couple of years now.
A couple of years? Well, I can tell you, it's 100 degrees outside, and it's cool in here.
Yeah, it's not bad. We try and run a little air conditioning in it when we can. So there's no really ducting in it, but we have air conditioning from the inside comes out.
And what part of the product and services did you like the best?
Well, it's just a well-built room. They did a nice job putting it up. You know, the double pane windows, the low E windows were good. But you can see it looks very nice.
Yeah, and it's cool, which is nice. Now, what do you use the room for?
We use it for everything. We usually have a small dining room table here, and we eat, myself and my wife. So we'll eat here, we watch TV here. We probably use it at least 3 seasons. You know, sometimes in the winter we have some small heaters we put in here. But we can use it for most of the year.
Oh, that's terrific. And if you, let's say you were president of Four Seasons, is there anything you would suggest that we change?
As far as the unit itself, the unit is very good. You know, I mean, you know, the installation, the way it's put together when you install it, you know, it might be a little better to have a little more information on that as it's going. There was a couple of things I redid on it after I got done with it, but other than that, it's very good.
And what did you think about the virtual technology they used when they showed it to you at the first sales presentation?
It was good. You know, I mean, it shows you what it's going to look like on your house. Of course, once you get here, there's little changes you have to make to you know,
well, the application is different.
You know. But you know, I redid the inside of it. You know, I did the inside of it. They just put it up and finished off the outside.
Did a beautiful job. Really, very nice. Is that an old window that you recycled?
That window was actually there. That was the window of the outside of the house. This was the outside of the house. So I just kept that window in and kind of sanded it off to make it look old, like you see. It's all
right. It does. It looks like it's a, you know, an antique that was brought in.
We did the walls. We did the whitewashed walls.
What aspect of the design build team did you like?
Well, I like the fact that they could design for what you wanted. You know, depending what size you wanted, the pitch of the roof. I mean, some of the concerns were, you know, the roof and the way it fit into the old roof and things like that. And they will design that so it fits in correctly. So, I mean, if you look at it, you know, it looks like part of the house.
Did you like the continuity between having the designers come design it and then having our builders come and build it without the subcontracting that goes on?
Well, I've never been involved in it before, so I don't know. I mean, we did have, you know, the builder came and built it. He told me he's been working for 4 seasons for, I forget how many years, like a tremendous amount of years.
Yeah, we don't let him go.
So, and he was very good. He did a nice job, and any concerns I had, he took care of. So he came back. There was one thing I had asked to do, and he came back right away and took care of it.
And what part of the presentation did you find helpful in making your decisions?
Well, I guess having the people physically here when they came out and they looked at it, they show you measurements and then they show you the pictures what it looked like. That's probably the best part, because now you know what you're looking at and how you're going to set it in as far as trying to fit it with the house.
Because sometimes it's hard to see ahead and to picture it.
You don't want to see it as a separate section of your house, you know, that doesn't fit in. So you want to make sure that when you put it on, that it fits in with the house and the way a house is built. You know, this one's fine for here. I mean, in an old colonial, you might put a different type in. You know?
Exactly.
So that's the situation. You don't want it to look like, you know, we just nail this on the wall and let it go. This fits in the house very nicely. I was able to leave some of my patio, so we have some patio room, and then just work around it to make it look just like it was here forever almost.
Now, when the salesman came and you were getting down to price and so forth, what made you feel comfortable about taking advantage of the preferred customer discounts?
Well, I mean, we talked about the cost, and of course then, you know, we talked about the discounts
and the marketing program, right, and so forth.
You know, I mean, sometimes you're better off to just, you know, come in with a price. This is a price, and that's it. You know, that's the way I am. Some people like to haggle. I don't haggle. When a salesman comes in, I want him to be able to tell me, look, this is what it's going to cost. Of course, he came on an original price and then put the discounts in and came up with a price. Sometimes it's easier to know up front what's it going to cost.
Mm-hmm.
You know what your budget is. You have an idea what it's going to, if somebody tells you it's going to be X amount of dollars, you want to make sure that's the budget you have to spend on it. Otherwise, we shouldn't waste your time, we shouldn't waste our time.
And there were no price surprises, were there?
No, it's just, like I said, once we came with the discounts, it was about where we thought it might be.
Mm-hmm.
So that was fine.
And then all during the process of the job, the price remained the same?
Oh yeah, there was no changes.
So there's no surprises. Sometimes they say, a lot for 20%, because you never know.
No.
We know what we're doing. So
they had it all set, and like I said, when the builder was here, there was a question on one thing that was going to do. We called the office and they said, go ahead and do it. So it was done.
Because we want to do it right.
Yep. So and we were very happy with it. It's a well sealed room, like you say, stays cool, keeps the heat in. With a little heater like that, we'll keep the heat so we can use it all fall and into the winter. So
very good. Now, did you get any other estimates on sunrooms besides Four Seasons?
No. We didn't look at anything else. I knew Four Seasons. I knew where they were. I had been there.
I mean, your reputation.
A couple of times before there, and I knew that they could do a good job on it. So.
We've been doing it for 40 years. If we can't do it, no one can. So, how would you say the overall experience was from concept to completion?
It was a positive experience. It's always it's scary when you start building something.
Absolutely.
But it worked out well. They got the permits, which was a big thing. I didn't want to deal with permits, so they got all the permits. They told me they were going to come down and do it, and they came down and the builder got started on it and got it done.
And was it done on time?
Yeah, they didn't waste any time. He came down here, he knew what he had to do, and he built it. I mean, it wasn't like a lot of contractors come, they'll start a job, and once they get started, they leave, and they come back, weeks later. He was here, and he came back each day, except on his day off, and got the thing done.
Good. And it was the same workers every time?
Yes.
And that's nice to know too, who's in your house, and having peace of mind with that. Now, would you refer or recommend Four Seasons to family and friends?
Yeah, we told some people about it. Of course, this is something. It's a big undertaking for somebody. In today's economy, you know how it is. So we've recommended to some people when they've gone and looked at them. I don't know, but we got no qualms about recommending Four Seasons to people when they